Thank you for joining us for another episode of USATF's Journey to Gold Zone podcast. I am your host, Erik Kynard Jr., joined by the Amy Begley. Thank you for joining us. And we have Bryce Ruland with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Waterford, Wisconsin's very own. Iowa, University of Iowa, Iowa City, Hawkeyes, come a little ways.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. So, Discus extraordinaire, but before you were there, water show, skiing?
Aqueducts.
Yeah, a little water skiing. My mom was a big water skier, and we live on a lake back in Wisconsin, so it's just been something we've done for a while.
All right, so at what age did you get involved with water skiing, and what's the weight limit for water skis, bro?
I started really young, probably 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
But the skis they have are like huge, so I mean anybody can get on them.
So now I had to look into this a little bit. I had to Google. Not much footage of you doing this event at all. You must have wiped the internet and made sure it didn't exist. Was it a team, or did you do form, like somebody stand on your shoulders, or?
Yeah, it was. We had a big team, and then I did like pyramid stuff. So I was one of the people on the bottom. So I would go off the dock with like people on my shoulders and stuff. It was something.
But if you started little, did you start at the top and move your way down?
No, I was too big for the top.
Even at 6?
Oh yeah, I was.
Okay.
You started off.
Wow.
You started off at the foundation.
With the 6-year-old in the bottom, totally fine.
Okay. So you U20 champion last year, World Junior Outdoors in Lima, Peru. Long summer as a high schooler last year, coming into your freshman year at the University of Iowa. You did a little bit of mix-up here this year, freshman year. You threw disc, and you probably threw more shot than you signed up for, if I was going to guess.
Yeah, I definitely dabbled with the shot indoors, and it turned out being a lot better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so is this shot put side quest going to be a real thing? We saw you do World Shot Series out there at the Drake Relays with Ryan Krauser's first inaugural event. Is the shot put a side quest, or is it a shared passion?
I think it's starting to become a shared passion. I mean, that event with Krauser really like brought a joy to me in throwing it, and it's kind of sparked something where I kind of want to keep going with it now.
How does one train for both disc and shot at a high level? I mean, obviously it's the throws, so from a foundational standpoint and strength, a little bit of similarities there, but from a technical aspect, it couldn't be more different as it relates to implements and, techniques. So.
Yeah, it's definitely been a change for me because in high school I just focused on discus and I threw shot on the side. But like I think how we're doing it now is like 3 days disc, 2 days shot. So nothing crazy. But then lately it's been just mostly disc, preparing for this meet, and then a little bit of shot because we're throwing it too.
Yeah. Now, so finished up your freshman year. Iowa City, I'm familiar a little bit. One of my good friends went there, played football back in the day. Damon Powell was a wide receiver there. The freshman year is arguably an athlete's most difficult athletic endeavor ever, especially, just if you change states for a school, right? I mean, for you, Wisconsin to Iowa is not crazy, but it's a little distance. Just talk to me a little bit about, the freshman year woes. I wouldn't say freshman 15 because I can't gauge from you what changes happened, but I'm sure the muscle mass changed on you. But how was your freshman year from a athletic progression standpoint, from your experience, and then how would you say, the mental aspect of college was this year?
So from the athletic point, I mean, I think starting with the indoor season went way better than I expected, Picking up the weight, threw it like 20 meters, did not expect to do that.
Yeah.
And then shot, I think I threw it 58, so like 4 meters less than 4 feet less than my high school PR. So those were both big surprises. But then when it came to disc, I don't want to say it was a letdown, but it definitely had its high points and low points. I mean, I was lucky enough to go to Ramona and threw 59 down there. And then I think I threw 57 at Drake Relays. So like not terrible meets, but the rest of them were pretty inconsistent. But talk with my coach going into it. We knew this year wasn't going to be perfect or great. It was just how we dealt with it and what we learned from it. And I feel like I definitely learned a lot from it this year, just being patient with it and trusting the process.
That's good, man. It is, man, nowadays you got to be, I mean, you guys got the transfer portal. You got all this stuff going on. You might you wake up on Monday, you feel like being in Iowa. You wake up on Wednesday or Tuesday, you want to go somewhere else. You kind of played a part in snatching one of your teammates from Lima last year, talking about your experience in the weight, and he's kind of did a good job in the weight and hammer this year. So how did you get Ryan Johnson to transfer from Eastern Michigan University to Iowa?
We kind of connected out at Worlds, and he was talking about his coaching stuff at Eastern Michigan and different things going on there. And then we talked out there just like maybe he's going to enter or not. So I was just trying to be close with him, and we got him to friendship over that. And then when things came together, he ended up at Iowa, and it was great to have him at Iowa now.
And now you're recording him while he throws bicycles in the ring on Facebook.
Yep.
Are you recording him while he's throwing the bike?
No, that's some of our other teammates out there. But,
I was about to say, hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, man. Well, what about school? What are you studying in school? Ambitions as it relates to, scholarly?
Right now I'm doing sports rec management on the athletic director route. I kind of love athletics, so I wanted to stay somewhat tied to it in the future, hopefully.
ADs spend a lot of time with football and around football, and you're a guy who didn't play football in high school. You opted to do some powerlifting, squatting over 500, 60? 560?
72.
Benching, 320 high school?
65, 365.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Out of curiosity, outside of, being a soloist, I understand being a lone wolf as it relates to, athletics, but you that strong and I'm sure sizable in high school, you opt out of football. What was the thinking there? Just not passionate about it?
Honestly, I played freshman year, and this can sound kind of weird, but I just couldn't get it in me to hit someone that hard. So I was like, I don't think I can do this. And then I always loved the individual sports because I just like knowing everything's on me if I mess up.
Do you like the technical aspects of track and field? I mean, I know there's technical aspects in football, but like you said, the hitting people, like that was not in you, but the technical aspect, do you enjoy that with throwing? Do you enjoy that with disc and shot, learning the little intricacies to get better?
Yeah, I think it's really cool, all the different technical aspects that go into it. I mean, I won't lie, it is kind of frustrating sometimes, but I do think it's a lot of fun and learning about it and then watching other great people doing it. It's really cool to watch.
Because you mentioned that the disc was a little bit of a letdown this year. Was there anything that you learned this year that you might change for next year, that you might just adjust a little bit? What was the frustration that you're going to learn from this year?
I think overall it's just going to be better to have more time this summer to strictly train the 2K, because last summer I was training the 175 all the way through and didn't get that summer. But I think just getting used to it, honestly. It's just a little different, heavier, and it just messes up timing just a little bit more. But there's definitely a lot of technical things I got to work on too.
Are you looking forward to having a summer? I mean, this will be your last competition this summer, right? So are you looking forward to having a little remnants of a summer? I know it's a strange feeling not having a team or, not pursuing a longer postseason. But when's the last time you've actually had like a summer?
I gotta be honest, it's been a while. It's gonna be nice to have a couple weeks just to rewind. Yeah. I've been so used to being like, oh, I can't do that, and I'm training for stuff. But it'll be nice to finally say yes to some of those things.
Yeah, man, because you've been going forever. 2023 Nike Outdoor National Champion. Yep. You did obviously World Junior stuff last year. States and all of the things throughout the summer. And Lord knows if you did any Junior Olympic stuff like that. So you've kind of been on go mode for what you say, about 5 or 6 years, a little longer than that?
It's been pretty nonstop, yeah.
Are you going to get back on the water?
I'm hoping next week when we go home, get the skis back on for a little bit.
So what's the first thing you're going to say yes to? You said you don't like saying, what's the first you're going to go home, the first 3 things you're going to be like, yes, yes, yes?
Definitely water skiing.
Okay.
And then probably tubing. Okay. I had to say no to that one a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, tubing is definitely dangerous. I don't know about that.
That's right.
And then, I don't know, probably just having more friends over on the boat, because it's hard to have them over and not be able to do stuff with them.
Yeah. You drive the boat. I don't know about that hanging from the tube stuff.
Yeah.
LA will be here before we know it, and I would rather see you in 2 rings and not dangling from a ring or inner tube on the water. So speaking of LA, Olympic ambitions I'm sure exist. What do you think are going to be the biggest contributing factors for your growth between now and the trials for LA 2028?
Probably just being patient with everything. Honestly, I just gotta remember I'm not gonna be great right away.
Yeah.
You know, especially this year. I don't know. I'm kind of young for a freshman. I'm still 18, and I kept comparing myself to all these other guys that are 21, 22. It's just like it's unrealistic to try to think I'll be as good as them. So I just gotta really tone back and then just focus on what I'm doing and trust. Maybe if we have another off season, it's gonna pay off this season after.
Yeah, no, I think this summer for you is going to do wonders, man, just to relax, unwind. I recall my freshman year, I had a rough freshman year. I didn't make a junior team that summer, and when I tried out at USA's, I took fourth. They took 3 people, and I was like home for a summer.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I haven't been home for a summer in forever. And I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to never be home for another summer. Like whatever team there is, I'm going to make sure I'm on it to never have to have this experience again. So I think for you, it's going to be a different, obviously motivation. It's more of a reprieve and a reset. But I think it's going to be monumental for your success, bro, for sure.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. Just to get out of the state of comparison, and I mean, get away from, we're so result-driven and not service-driven as athletes, right?
Yeah.
And that we do a big disservice to ourselves, I think, mentally, because we live in this constant state of, like, evolution or, state of preparation. So definitely get on that water. Stay off the tube, the inner tube. But, I don't know about putting, 575, you probably get 3-4 people on your shoulders or something, out there. You hold on to the, one water. What is that thing called you hold on to?
A rope, just a rope.
Oh, yeah, you hold on to the rope. My fault, man. I thought you had that little stick thing, and it's like, yeah, hold on to the rope, and, you might can.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You might be doing a dual sport in 28, some artistic swimming.
Oh, I don't know if I can swim like
A
that.
little bit of something like that. Tread water for a while. But, no, man, no. I hope you enjoy that summer break, though.
Thank you.
At school, do you have time to do anything else at school that you're interested in or that you're looking forward to? Like, you have fun this summer, but then, we all know 3 or 4 weeks into the summer, we want to go back. So when you go back to school, what do you look forward to when you go back to Iowa?
As a throws group, we're like all really close, and we do sand volleyball together. It's hard to beat. I got to be honest.
Okay.
It's something I'm looking forward to.
With a regular volleyball, or y'all using med balls? Y'all turning to training? What's going on?
No, with the regular ball, we're not that fancy.
Maybe you should think about that'd be interesting.
What, the training aspect?
Yeah, the throwers, med ball, volleyball. Can you imagine? That would be a video.
It would be a good
I mean,
video.
you're talking about throwing bikes in the ring. I mean, talk about med ball, volleyball. Come on.
Yeah. Like, I know this is not about Ryan, but Ryan, if you're watching this, you got to cut this. Yeah. I was going to say something else, but I'm going to keep it PG right now. It's under 20s. But you know me, so come on, man. Okay. Cut it out.
Now that we're at U20s, talk to some of the athletes about the transition from high school to college, the little technical aspects of throwing, the changes you had to go through, because some of them are aware of the changes, some of them are not. But let's talk a little bit about the transition going from high school to college, just to give a little advice to the athletes that are here.
Yeah, there's definitely the implement change, but I would think one of the most important things I really look for, because there'd be in the recruiting process, it's like I look for where I could feel myself being the most successful with the people around me, and not the big name place, but like I was still a big name place, but like I just thought with the group of athletes there, I would feel the most at home and wouldn't be worried about outside factors of, I'm missing being home right now when I feel at home with other athletes that are there already.
Okay. So is practice structure different for you? I know your dad had coached you for a while, and now you have, a coach and a team. And is the practice structure different? Because high school is very different from college practices, right? And you have to get there yourself. You got scheduling. So how was that transition for you?
I thought it was pretty easy, honestly. The lifting, I definitely lifted a lot more. I wouldn't say like days, but just different lifts in general, because I did powerlifting lifts before, and those aren't really the best for throwing. But
okay. So I guess talk about the difference in lifting. I'm sure everybody thinks their lifting in high school is the best. And what did you learn that was different? That you were like, I thought I was doing the right things, and now, oops.
Definitely the amount of Olympic lifts that we do, and then just like the odd stuff that you see people doing at the gym. You're like, what are they doing? and then you see yourself doing it, you're like, wow, it actually works. And it's probably something we should be doing.
So you didn't do it before because it looked weird, or
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought it was a little interesting, but it's definitely working wonders.
Call of Duty or Fortnite?
I don't play video games,
Oh,
but like
he's serious.
watching my roommate right now, he's also a thrower.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's definitely a big Fortnite guy.
Fortnite?
Or like
Seriously?
Rocket League. I did run Rocket League with him once in a
I don't even
while.
know what that is. I'm old.
It's
I don't-
like car soccer.
car soccer.
Yeah.
Is it like, what was it? Well, I'm old. My age will show if I say it. It was some game. I don't even know. Never mind. Car soccer.
Oh, that's new.
Okay. Rocket League. I'm going to have to check Rocket League. So not a huge gamer. Obviously a huge water sports guy.
Yeah.
Anything you like to do on dry land that is a hobby or one would consider to be a hobby?
I used to hunt quite a bit, but don't really
Bow or rifle?
rifle.
Okay.
I have a bow, but I've never actually used it.
Yeah.
But it's been quite a while, but
From a stand or blind?
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You eating
Turkey
it?
ones.
Turkey once?
Yeah.
Shotgun?
Yeah.
20 gauge?
I think so. I was young when I did turkey hunt.
I know a little something, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't expect me. I'm all right, yeah.
I was like, man,
Yeah,
he's going deep on this one.
I lived in the middle of nowhere, Kansas for 10 years, okay?
There you
So
go.
I know a little something about something. Okay, that's cool. What has been your experience with the culinary, what has been your, culinary experience in your travels? What's your favorite food type?
All right, if we're going out of the U.S., the
I
food
mean, we were in Peru.
the food that we had at that hotel in Peru was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I was impressed when I was with Ryan and Patrick, I think, or Kim, something like. They wanted barbecue with this like chicken thing we had, and this guy made it for them, and it was hot. Oh, it was so good.
Did you
So
get those little donut things at the stadium with the honey? No?
I don't think so.
Oh, you messed up, bro. Trust me.
That sounds
I
pretty
probably
good.
had 24 of them in the trip total. So they were amazing. Okay, so barbecue in Peru. Not really into the international sushi scene or anything like that. Not much going in Iowa on the sushi side of things.
I'm not a big seafood guy,
No?
but there is this place in Iowa City, Estella's, best burritos I've ever had.
Oh,
Like-
so Taco Tuesday is the day of the week for you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
works.
Beef or chicken?
I'm a big steak guy.
Steak.
Yeah.
Oh, well, excuse me. You going to Chipotle and putting the bag down, huh?
Yeah.
Extra steak on my burrito. All right,
Yeah.
all right, Bryce. I like it. I like it,
Yeah.
especially the honey aspect. You're gonna have to get out there with that bow, though, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about honey, honestly.
Yeah. It's been too long. I
It's
gotta
been
get
too
back
long?
out there.
Well, I mean, you're in school during season, so that doesn't help you.
Yeah, that kind of.
You can get a visitation hunter safety license in Iowa and kind of get out there. I know Ryan probably is. Ryan Hunt?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever asked. We got Sean on our team. He fishes a lot,
Oh, yeah.
but not quite the
Fishing's
same,
not not as exciting as
No,
the climax is not as exciting. No.
it's not anything like you see a big buck walk out there. That gets you going.
Nah, not exciting. No. So where can we find you? Not us. I know how to find you.
Mhm.
But your fans on social, other athletes who may be looking for tips and tricks as it relates to, shot, disc, where you at on social. Are you on X? You're Gen Z, so you might not even be on
I don't have that. I just get Instagram.
Instagram,
Yeah,
no TikTok,
yeah,
no.
nah.
Just Instagram. We got to find you a niche social media. What would we? This is not the Ryan show, but he's throwing bicycles on Instagram, so it's hard not to bring it
Yeah.
up. But we got to find you like a promo
Yeah,
for the disc.
yeah. I'm like trying to think of what I could throw, but like there's not much you can do.
And it can be low key dangerous.
Yeah. Did you see the TV one?
What?
He threw a
He threw a
TV.
TV. The
What?
first one he did.
Like a flat TV or like the
a-
old big?
No, like a flat screen TV. He got it for free. I'm like,
How does Coach feel about this?
I think he made him wait on the bicycle till after
I was
NCAs.
gonna say like,
Oh.
what does that do to the field?
He rolled the bike into the ring too, by the way,
Oh,
and it was like a kid's bike.
Oh, okay.
This guy's a large human being, so it might have been more entertaining watching him ride that on like a BMX park than it was to watch him throw it. But
That would have been fun to watch.
Bryce, we appreciate you joining us, man. Listen, we wish you all the best this summer. We wish you all the best in this competition, these two competitions. People can catch you out there Thursday and Friday, right?
Yep.
Shot disc?
Disc
shot.
Yeah.
Disc shot. First love first, side quest second. And good luck to you out there, man. Thank you for joining us for another episode of USATF's Journey to Go Zone podcast. Peace.